What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back, and I have to say, Far Cry 5 in everything that has been shown so far is a surprising and bold move by Ubisoft. Some find this controversial and a mistake, while I think following a group of doomsday cultists could be a phenomenal change for this series. But today we're going to be going quickly through a lot of the known details and gameplay information for this upcoming game, pretty much combining everything we have at this moment. Nonetheless, make sure to let me know what excites you the most about Far Cry 5 in the comment section below. Let's begin with Far Cry 5 will take place in the fictional Hope County, Montana. The story will revolve around Joseph Seed, who will be the villain that has risen to prominence in the region. Seed believes that he has been chosen to protect the people of Hope County from an inevitable collapse and has established a congregation called Eden's Gate. But in reality, Seed is a radical preacher and Eden's Gate is a militaristic doomsday cult. Under his rule, Eden's Gate has used both coercion and violence to forcibly convert the residents of Hope County, as well as keeping the other residents from contacting the federal government for help. Seed, who assumes the title quote the father unquote, maintains control over Hope County with the aid of his children, known as the Heralds. Some of the Heralds include Jacob, a former military officer that oversees their armed soldiers, John, a lawyer that has been able to acquire much of the land in Hope County for Eden's Gate, and Faith, who acts as a pacifist to bring the people to believe and trust in her father. But on the flip side of things, there is a resistance that is growing, and a previous attempt of arresting Seed resulted in the deaths of several lawmen, which brings our character into the fold, as they will take the role of a sheriff's deputy who is sent to Hope County to arrest Seed. Some of the resistance will include Pastor Jerome, a local church leader that has seen his congregation taken by Eden's Gate, Mary May, a bartender whose father was murdered by the cult, and Nick Rye, a crop duster pilot who wants to eliminate the influence of the cult in order to build a better future for his children. Inspiration for the story was garnered by the infamous 2016 occupation and standoff of a wildlife refugee in Oregon by Amon Bundy and many members of anti-governmental militias. Ubisoft has said the tone and setting of Far Cry 5 originated from separatism, which is the advocacy of a state of cultural, ethnic, tribal, religious, racial, governmental, or gender separation from the larger group. Despite the dark theme, Ubisoft wanted to ensure that the game is still fun and entertaining to play. Therefore, the team implemented a large arsenal of weapons and open-ended gameplay possibilities for players to use. To create a memorable story, the characters in the game will be designed to have different views and opinions on important events and different ideologies. But other than the story details, we have gotten quite a bit of details on gameplay, such as this upcoming experience can be enjoyed through a single-player campaign or co-op multiplayer. Also, for the first time in this series, Far Cry 5 will feature a new character creator in which we can customize our character's appearance, gender, and skin tone. Far Cry 5 will place a renewed emphasis on close quarters combat compared to previous Far Cry titles by introducing a wider range of melee weapons like pitchforks, sledgehammers, and baseball bats. In addition, players will also have access to a variety of other gadgets and weapons to fight against enemies, such as shotguns, pistols, rocket launchers, bows, and explosives such as grenades. Far Cry 5 will feature a recruitment system in which players can recruit locals in the county to fight alongside them, similar to the buddy system used in Far Cry 2. In this Guns for Hire system, players will need to convince other locals to join their cause, and every companion fighter has their own unique skills and personalities. Previously introduced in Far Cry Primal, players will once again be able to tame wild animals through the Fang for Hire system. The tamed wildlife will assist the player in combat and follows the player's orders. Some of the known animals within this vast open world include the grizzly bear, mountain lion, gray wolf, Canadian lynx, American bison, and the cultist dog. A fishing mechanic will be introduced into the gameplay as it was spotted within the first trailer and images. This will also be the first Far Cry game to feature operational planes within the open world. Some of the usable vehicles within this game that we know of so far include the crop duster, tractor, semi-truck, Mustang or coupe, buggy, quad bike, oil tanker, and a pickup truck. Some of the known weapons include the baseball bat, sledgehammer, D2 shotgun, M1911 pistol, ARC, and dynamite. Far Cry 5 will have dynamic AI that tracks the effect you're having in the game, and it alters the enemy's strategy against you, so if you hit hard, be prepared for the enemy to hit back harder. The game will also feature a map editor whose features have been expanded from previous titles. But lastly, to some of the other details in development, the release, and next reveal for Far Cry 5. This next installment will continue to use the Dunia engine, a modified version of the CryEngine, which the Far Cry series has used for several titles. This is the official logo for Far Cry 5, and here's the box art, all of which you have probably already seen by now. Far Cry 5 is being developed for the most part by Ubisoft Montreal, and it will release on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on February 27th, 2018, with support for the PlayStation 4 and Project Scorpio. PlayStation players will additionally receive free skin packs at launch due to a marketing deal between Sony and Ubisoft. Far Cry 5 will release in 3 different versions: the Standard Edition, which is just the base game, the Deluxe Edition that it includes the Deluxe Pack, which consists of the Big Game Hunter Pack and the Ace Pilot Pack, and lastly the Gold Edition, which includes the Deluxe Pack and the Season Pass. But the last detail I have to share is the next time we will see Far Cry 5 will be at E3 2017, which more than likely will see some of the first gameplay and maybe a look at our main character. Anyway, that's a very fast roundup of a lot of the things that we know about this upcoming Far Cry title, but let me know which detail strikes you as the most interesting or compelling in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value. Also consider subscribing to stay up to date on huge upcoming games like Far Cry 5, and I'll see you later.